Yes, post-workout whey isolate, a little bit of carbolin, creatine, glutamine, BCAAs.
Yeah.
Recovery, because I just had a crushing back workout. Now it's time to take care of the boys. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna watch these guns grow. I think what I call peak contraction is the shortest contraction point of the muscle. Not to the point where the weight comes off of the muscle, so muscle's not relaxing. Okay. So it's almost completely flexed. Different peak contraction for different muscles, but the shortest point of the muscle, if you can really think about squeezing, like flexing, like posing on the stage, flexing that tricep, it's really recruiting maximum amount of muscle fibers, especially for triceps. You don't have to hyperextend, but just lock out and squeeze. Is that okay weight? Always warm up well, but what we're gonna do is high volume, multiple angles on triceps today. 4 angles from all the different heads. You got 3 heads in the triceps, so we're gonna do one compound, which is the press, and we're gonna start dissecting the triceps. You'll see little by little, long head, lateral head, and then a combination for a couple different movements. From different angles where the humerus is in different positions relative to the spine. And this is really what stimulates the different angles of the tricep, and also the position of the humerus as it rotates through its different functional range of motion. $20 and $20 for the push down, and then overhead for the long head. We're going to come back, change the angle of the humerus in relation to the spine, push straight down, lock out, or almost lock out, peak contraction, flex. 20 reps, flex. 20 reps, flex. This one's going to be a little bit more for the lateral head, but it hits all 3 heads of the tricep. Got it. Then we're going to superset that here. It's really an assisted pull-up machine, but we're going to use it for a close grip tricep bench press. So you notice the position of the humerus at the lockout is a little bit more perpendicular to the spine. You're still getting that peak contraction and lockout. This one is a little bit more for the long head. Squeeze, squeeze, and the middle head of the tricep. Let the elbows go where they feel most comfortable and just squeeze down, contract, squeeze down, contract. 20 of these also. So we'll go 20, 20, 20, 20. Giant set, still keeping the weight very heavy, so you're gonna get to failure right around that 20 spot. That's where you want to hit momentary muscular failure.
I feel great, coach. 80 reps, almost 80. Holy shit, 75. Third set, yeah. Holy shit. Is it more beneficial for arms, coach, to do like this kind of giant sets than like like just like focus on one movement?
I thought for me, volume and angles is what made my arms grow to be a relatively strong point. When I was young, for the first 20 to 24 years of my own personal bodybuilding, arms were a weak point. Shoulders were a second weak point. Both of those have similar muscles in the sense of having more endurance fibers, but also both of those are smaller muscles with a variety of angles. So if you can target the angles, multiple angles in a single intense giant set, you get a lot more response from the whole muscle itself. So the muscle appears to be bigger because you're dissecting it into pieces. You could include some compound motions, but you're actually giving equal emphasis to each angle if you emphasize them each equally. Does that make sense? So if you do one angle first, by the time you get to the second and third angles, those are not getting the same amount of benefit. So we want to dissect the muscles into several different angles, bicep and tricep and delts in giant sets, because you work the entire muscle from a monster set. It's like if, for example, one exercise, like bench press, it's pec major, right? That one muscle will be smoked with one exercise. So for us, for the entire muscle of bi, tricep, or delts, one exercise is really a giant set. So you get all the angles and high volume because of the fact that there's more endurance muscle fibers in those body parts. That makes sense? And I found with those type of trainings and being a little bit more mind in the muscle, more mental focus on the peak contraction, you're getting really a lot much more stimulus and greater response. I found that for myself and for my guys that I train now, like Shuai and Ito, for example. We spent about a year focusing on rear delts specifically. Now these guys have stupid rear delts, especially when Ito was really hammering it.
And that's what I noticed.
Crazy rear delts.
The last picture he took for me, I really can see the definition where the biceps, the triceps, literally you can see the definition in the middle. It's not like I have not felt that before, but I have never brought it as quick as possible as this time. It literally, we did one session. We did one session.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing about it. If you really put your mind in your muscle, you should see results in 1 or 2 sessions. If you don't, fire your trainer. Get a new one. Yeah, call Hocine. Or call Shuai. Shoulder width grip. We're going to come up and then down 7 times. And then we're going to come up top, come down halfway. That's a hard one for me. Up, halfway. Up, halfway, 7. Then we're going to go all the way up and all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. Full stretch. Great stretch. That's what you want. Full extension, big stimulation along the entire muscle. 1, 2, awesome. 3, awesome. 4, 5. Looking good, Shuai. 6, 7. Now all the way. 1. What I want to do is 10, 10, drop the weight if you have to, go a little lighter, and then we're going to come across the body, really just a brachialis, 10, and then 10. Okay, so weight-wise,
20?
Maybe 30 to 20. You can actually see it come out, break your radialis on the long head of the bicep on the outside. 20 inside, 20 outside like before, okay? Just squeeze inside, you're gonna feel the outer head more. And then squeeze out slightly, elbows always in, then you'll feel the inner head more, especially if you really supinate, really rotate and squeeze. Okay, 20 and 20. Awesome work, you guys. Okay, what you guys saw was bicep and tricep training, tricep first, bicep second. And what we did was multiple angles, high volume, but we also did some heavy stuff. We did heavy hammers, and we got through 21s that were actually very challenging, very heavy for biceps. Triceps, we went down to reps of 10 with some, all of the reps. At the end, the target rep range, we always go training to momentary muscular failure. These guys did crazy good. As we talk about, you want to vary the rep range with bis and tris in your smaller muscle groups, and then you also want to vary the weight, but always keep that intensity going to momentary muscular failure at the end of every set. These guys killed it, and they're growing. Follow both of them, Hocine and Shuai, because these guys are going to change over the next 8 to 12 weeks. We're going to make them into monsters. You're going to see it. 619 Muscle TV. Thank you guys for watching.